Hey, hey, hey. So let's talk about why your breakthrough may be delayed and how we can change that. That's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So, hey, fam or family, my name is nicoyaingram. And if you've been feeling like you've been stuck waiting on God to move, this message is for you. Okay. If you feel stuck and you're like, I heard his voice, but I don't know what to do next, this message is for you. Sometimes it's not that God isn't answering us. Sometimes what it is there needs to be a shift, a change to take place in us. Sometimes it's not God, sometimes it's us. And here are some ways for that to change, right? You need to identify what the delay is. Is the delay because you're afraid that fear is taking place, where you're afraid of stepping out, where you're just comfortable going only so far, but if it's requiring more, are you saying, well, God, now you know I ain't signed up for that? And I'm telling you from experience, okay? So is it that you're afraid and your fear is hindering you from moving forward? Or is it that there's doubt there? That how the writer said, I believe, but help my unbelief? Is there doubt, and is that doubt blocking your faith? You know, belief that in some areas that you believe God to do X, Y, Z, but the A, B, and C, you're like, I don't know about that, right? Or are you guilty of sometimes trying to be a perfectionist, that you need things right, and if it doesn't look a certain way or go a certain way, then it's like now you're starting to renege. And I can speak from that. That used to be me, like, everything had to look a certain way. Even, I've grown. I give thanks because you see this chair here, don't me be like, I need to move this chair and I need to make it look like, no, but we're real people going through life and things happen, and still being able to show up is what matters. So you have to be intentional. You have to line yourself with God's timing and his will, because even in all of this, right, I'll say this, when he make ways, he's still requiring for us to keep moving. He doesn't want us to be stuck, and he doesn't want us to be looking back. It's like if you prayed and asked God for something and you see clearly that he's moving, but if you get caught up because now you're afraid to go further, because like, I don't know what I'm going to say and I don't know what I'm going to do, you're hindering your own self, and that's why the breakthrough isn't coming. Okay? Hear me clearly today, okay? You have to keep moving forward, and that's going to require you stepping out in faith. Keep on. That's what requires for you to not allow doubt or anybody's limited thinking to stop you from accepting that speaking invitation, or stop you from showing up and applying for this new position, and understanding that you're equipped, you have what it takes. And you know what, even if you didn't have everything, you have time. There's YouTube, there's all type of training courses where you can go in and get a course and up your level and your knowledge of the thing, so when you show up, they still see that you're resilient, and just the other value that you bring, it helps make it a sweet deal. You have to get to that place of stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. If the fact that you need more, that's the Spirit of God within you urging you to say, don't stay stuck. There's more for you, my sister, my brother. There's more for you. And so pursue it. Stop running from your greatness. We're made in God's image and his likeness, and we call God great. So I'm going to tell you, you are great. You are powerful. You are somebody. You understand that? And so I want to encourage you, if it's time for your breakthrough, and you are really ready to move forward, drop an emoji, flame, the fire flame in the comment, and say, I'm ready. I'm ready for expansion. You understand? See, the prayer of Jabez, when God had me just studying that, y'all, and he came with a confidence and assurance in God. He didn't downplay or downthink or not understand that God is and God is able. He said, enlarge my territory. He didn't say, well, just give me some cattle. No, he believed for expansion. And he got just that. A lot of times when Jesus did things, we saw the people, he would say, so be unto you according to your faith. It was their faith. Even when the raging sea takes place, don't take your eyes off of God. The storms may come, different obstacles, opposition, haters, whatever they may be, whatever things. We have to stay focused and still continue to move forward. We don't want to be like the children of Israel, that they got distracted. They started to complain, and that's another thing too. That's another thing. You will not get your breakthrough if you complain. Somebody, this is for you. Stop complaining. Give thanks. The word say, in all things, give thanks. This is the will of God concerning your life. Give thanks. That's why when people ask me how am I doing, my response will always be, I'm grateful. I give thanks that after all I've endured through life, I'm grateful to be in my right and sound mind, y'all. That means a lot. That ain't nobody have to visit me in a room with the tight white suit on because I done lost I give thanks for that alone. Don't laugh at me. I'm so serious. Can anybody relate to me? Like all the things we've experienced in life, you're grateful that you're still in your right and sound mind. And that you're able to apply yourselves. You're able to show up. You're resilient. The things didn't break you. It didn't stop you. I give thanks for that. And so someone stop complaining. Your breakthrough will not come. If you read and understand that the children of Israel, okay, they prayed for deliverance came, but even they started to complain so much till they started to fantasize as if the past was better than the present. Talking about, oh, at least in Egypt we had meals. Y'all had meals, but y'all was being worked to the bones, getting beat. Y'all were enslaved. But it showed like when we don't want to embrace change, if we're not careful, we start fantasizing about the past that was not good for us. Right? And we need to identify and say, okay, I need to increase my faith. Let me stop complaining. What is it I need? If someone invited me to something, I just show up compared to complaining about how I don't like things, how things are going, and now I'm not being present in the moment. Show up, put in the work, continue to learn, continue to apply yourself. I hope this is making sense to somebody. And if this message resonates with you too, as I say, sharing is caring, or caring is sharing. It's all the same thing, just spun in a different way, right? So be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And get ready. There's more on the way because God knows. And he said he's perfecting the things concerning our life. And me doing this is part of my purposeful work, because part of my purpose is to encourage and empower others. And I love it here. I love doing what he's called me to do. So I hope you're encouraged. Comment. Let me know what your thoughts is about this, and I will talk to you next time, fam. Stay encouraged.